Thank you, Josh. You know, I went back and reread the emails that we exchanged after last year's banquet. I guess you could say I asked for this. In that email, I shared that I would be interested in hearing scholarship donors' stories, and that I thought it might be interesting to the students as well. It is a planting of the seed that someday students could and should pay it forward, giving someone else that hand up. This has reminded me of the meetings where you go to and you suggest an idea and suddenly you're it. Good evening to all of you who have said yes to students, and to those students who have heard that yes. I am Janet E.B. Norris, proud presenter of the John and Norma E.B. Family Scholarships. And I want to talk to you about saying yes and what happens when we do. I hope that many of you took a good look at that invitation you received to tonight's banquet. It is an invitation to say yes to students, isn't it? And it's an invitation to those of us who have said yes. It is a unique opportunity to meet these students and learn what that yes has meant to them. We cannot go away from this evening without being touched by that simple act of saying yes. It may be a simple act, but it's not a simple decision. I spend a lot of time reading and rereading the applications. I also call this evening unique, not because we get to see Josh and hear his jokes and banter, and get a good hug from George, and enjoy a delicious meal to share together. I call it unique because it is not often when we give of our time and money that we get to meet those who received it. It gives all of us who say yes to students an opportunity to meet those students and to further hear their stories. That yes gets a lot more personal now. I want to share some of this history of the yeses that bring me to stand here tonight. My parents, John and Norma Eby and 2-year-old me, moved to Auburn in 1945 so that Dad could become the manager of the Grange Commission and Livestock Company, a livestock sales market that used to be on C Street Southwest. That yes was a beginning. They rented a house up here on Lee Hill, which was a wonderful playground for me and later my brother Leon. They were just a few homes on this hill then, and unpaved roads. When I was about 10 years old, they bought 20 acres just down the road this way, I believe, and that was a big yes for us. But there was, I must tell you about, because it's humorous. In 1952 or so, when they applied for the loan to build their house, the bank manager told them no, because he was sure nothing was ever going to happen on Lee Hill. It was way too far out of town, and it would not be a good investment for the bank. If he could see Lee Hill now. Yes. On to more yeses. That yes to the 20 acres and eventually a banker who had appreciated the country to build that house set the stage for the yeses that I get to give to Green River Community College students today. That was our family home for 50 years. In about 2004, my brother Leon and I gave the big yes to Wesley Homes to build a retirement facility in what we called our ranch. Long story short, this beautiful retirement facility, there is a beautiful retirement facility there now. I was thrilled with that yes, because rather than a lot of homes crowded on that beautiful 20 acres, Wesley Homes was going to build a wonderful addition to this neighborhood. When we say yes, I think that it sets many things in motion that we have no idea about at the time. When I first started to attend this banquet in about 2002, it did not take long to view the scholarship recipients that we see up there tonight. As the years have gone by, the photo loop has gotten a lot longer, as many more donors are saying yes to many more students. We keep outgrowing the rooms for this event. Isn't that a nice problem to have, Josh? I tend to select recipients that are older have lived a bit of life, and maybe it has all not been the greatest. I also like to select those who have had to make major changes in their lives. A single mom, raising children, working, going to school, always gets to me. How do they do that? I've had a lot of yeses in my life. I feel that I need to pass those yeses on to others in the form of these scholarships. I do not know how many occupational therapists I've helped along the way. I just know it's been many. They make things better for our bodies and our communities. One student that I recall most was one of the first of the John and Norma Eby Scholarship recipients. She wanted to become an airline pilot. She was already a stewardess, but had the dream to be that pilot. After a crash that took the lives of some of her stewardess friends, she decided she should pursue that dream. She sold everything, including her horse and her house, to go to college and pursue that dream to be the pilot. Who would not want to say yes to that committed lady? My saying yes to her has opened a lot of doors and has brought her to doing much more than piloting a commercial jet. I will always remember another student raising his family, driving a delivery bread truck, and one day that job just went away. He discovered a part of himself he never knew and found great joy in helping others when he entered the physical therapy assistance program. Today he's a very good and happy PT. I have had said yes to a lady who was working her fingers off to become a court reporter. That's not an easy goal. Of course, there have been those who are bettering themselves in the world of computers. This year, it seems to be the IT program. One student that I helped free up a lot of his mental, said that I helped free up a lot of his mental RAM with the scholarship. I appreciated it when he explained to me in his thank you letter what RAM was. I'm helping a family who has been in this country only a year. Also, forestry students, I cannot help it, I love the woods. The magic words from one of them were, and I quote, "Thank you for granting me financial support, and by doing so, encouraging me to keep working hard and achieving my goals," unquote. I have said yes to folks who have dreams and goals and have given everything to achieve them. Some students have been successful. Some, honestly, have fallen short. But how do you really measure success? I think they and I have gained much more than we would have had I said no to them. I met a man with his wife and child that had to flee Iraq to save their lives. That absolutely took my breath away. I cannot imagine coming to a strange country with very little, not knowing the language, the customs, or the weather. He was not able to work in his profession because he did not have the proper credentials, thus had to come to Green River to retrain to get those credentials. He did not just attend classes, he became very involved in student affairs and actually paved the way for other students to be successful at Green River. In his thank you letter, he explained that it was his aspiration to finish his degree and have a rewarding career. He knew that he would also be able to provide for his wife and child, as well as have a full life that he was dreaming about. It was also his hope that I would claim him as one of ours. And yes, Khalid, you are one of ours. In the end, we are here because we know the value of saying yes. It is an act of saying yes and sharing our gifts, and I believe they are gifts. We know the value of helping others, perhaps the way we were helped along our path, or because we were given much in life and feel the responsibility to share. When I help others who have goals and dreams to better their lives, I find the best part of myself and enhance my own life. It is as though I cannot help myself. I love saying yes. That's a warm, fuzzy feeling knowing that I have been a part of the inspiration that has helped a student along their way. It's a good addiction. The notes I have received from many grateful students are a testament to the fact that it is a rewarding thing that the EB Family Scholarships and all of our scholarships do. I can keep saying yes to Green River students because I have made arrangements so that the EB Family Scholarships will continue as long as there are students who need them. I will not always be here, but those yeses will be. So let's all continue saying yes, filling this room to the brim. After all, Josh needs to have a challenge of fitting us all of us yes-sayers and students into this room for many more years. Thank you. Thank you, Josh.